19 in the review in a geometric sequence, S2, S3, S4. What are the values of A and S5? So this is a little bit different of a question for us because now we're being asked S2s. What does that really mean? Well, there's a few different things it means. And I want us to think about it this way. I want us to think about it in terms of T's, like just a sequence. And then we're going to talk about it in terms of Sn, okay, which is just a series. And then I want us to talk about the sum. We're going to kind of build three things. We've got how many different blanks are we going to have here? We're looking all the way up to what? What's up there? S5. So we know that we're going to have, five different spots. And just for now, I'm going to just take our, oh wow, what would be a fast way? As I just look at this, this is a multiple choice question. What would be the fastest way instead of doing any work? Put in A for one, and build and see if that's true, and then you can already see the next one. That would be the fast way. I'm not going to show you that way till the end though. Let's just get a bit more space here. So we've got our S. So the only difference between Tn and Sn is this time it's going to be pluses. And for the sum, now I want this blank to be S1, this blank to be S2, this blank to be S3, this blank to be S4, and this blank to be S5. That's what's happening in terms of the sum. So we've kind of got three things happening in our table here, because all three of these things are kind of happening at the same time. What do we know from our data? What do we know from our question? We know S2. What is the value of S2? 16. So let's go put in S2 as 16. What does this mean? What does S2, what does 16 mean in terms of S2? Is it T2? Is 16 also T2? No, how do we build this? The sum for the second is all of this one plus whatever value is in the second spot. So it's really blank 1 plus blank 2 equals S2. So let's go look at S3. Let's put in S3. It's 52. Well, what does S3 mean? S3 really means, it means S2 plus whatever the third term is. 52 means all of what was added up together in front plus whatever the next spot is. So can we go find what the difference is between these two numbers? Let's go find the difference. What's 52 take away 16? Just on your calculators, I think it's 36. And that's what this third spot is. So S1, S2, that means it's everything added up to the end of the second block, second spot, plus the third term gives us the sum up to the third term. Yep? I'm just showing it here as this is the total statement. So 36 here is actually because we're showing the adding together. This one is just the kind of the combination of all the things together. Yes, series and sum mean the same thing. But here I'm just saying that the Tn statement is the same as the Sn statement, but we're adding the numbers together to get the total sum at the end. Okay? So what else do we have? What else do we know? S4, our sum up to the end of that is going to be 160. So what's going to be the difference here? What's the difference between 52 is everything added up to the end of this, plus whatever this fourth value is That equals 160. So what's 160 take away 52? 108, and that's the term that goes here, 108. Okay. So, where are we at in our table? This 16 is going to be some combination of this previous one plus this one. We don't know that, and we don't know that one there. I need a little tip, so I'm going to go look at the answers, see where this one is going. This was 19. Okay. Let's take a look at 36 and 108. Can we find what's happening between these two? How do we move from 36 to 108? What's R? What are we multiplying by? Can we have whole number 3? So we know that R is 3. Can we then find out what that next term is going to be? Can we multiply 108 by 3? Is it 324? Divide this by 3, and we get 9. Sorry, 12, and by 3 we get 4. Does everyone see how that worked? So we had our two numbers. We were able to build two numbers, and we were able to move forward by multiplying by 3 to get there and dividing by 3 to get back. Now we have all of our spots. Now we have all of our data. We know that the first term is also the sum of the first term, so it's down there in 4. So the question asked us, what's A? There it is, A is 4. It's also asking us, what's S5? What is the sum up to and including the last spot? Well, we could just add all those two things together. So let's fill that in. 4 plus 12 plus 36 plus 108 plus 324. And if we were to do that, I believe we would get the number 484. And I haven't added that up myself. I'm just taking that off the answers. What else? What if instead of 5 spots we had 15 or 25 or 55 spots? Could we use our equation as well? Let's just make sure that this is true for us. Let's just make sure this is true. So we're looking for S5. A we found was 4. R was 3 to the power of 5 spots. 1 take away 3. So we've got 4, 3 to the power of 5. I don't know if I can do that in my head. 3, 9, 27, 81, 243. I should remember that. 243 is a fun number. 1 take away 243 is 242 negative over negative 2. And let's do a little bit of work with that. I think that's going to be 968 and minus 2. And that value right there is going to be 484. What's the roadmap for that question? Roadmap for that question was to start by writing in what we had here, writing in what we had here, and saying the difference is actually that term right there. The difference between the sum at number 3 and the sum of number 2 is whatever that third value is, that third digit. Whatever that third blank is, that's how much more you're adding from number 2 to make that new sum. Once we have these two numbers produced, we can find with our ratio. We can divide. Oh, it's 3. That's what's multiplying. Divide all the way back. Multiply forward. We have all our terms. Now just add them up to get us 5. That's our roadmap for 19. Okay.